Hi, everyone. My name's Jeff Adams, and I'm one of the members of the Nixie Assistive Technology team. And I'm here to talk about another AT team tech tip. So today we're going to discuss how to split the screen on the iPad while using Zoom and another application. So the first thing I'd like to do now is go ahead and share the screen of the iPad. So now you see on my screen is the iPad screen. And there's going to be a little delay in what you're seeing on the screen versus what I'm actually saying on my computer. So try to ignore that. But let's say again, you're watching on your iPad. And right now, this is again is the Zoom session on the iPad. And at the bottom of the iPad, there is the dock. And I'm going to pull that up by just touching at the bottom of the screen and pulling up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my Google Doc application. And the way to do that and split a screen is to hold your finger on the application that you'd like. And again, I've placed these here in the dock so that I can go ahead and open them in a splitting screen. So I'm going to drag that to the upper right. And now you can see that my Zoom is moved a little bit to the left to allow me to split the screen with my Google Docs. So now I'm in my Google Doc application, and I'm going to touch the doc that I would like to have open. Here's a blank doc actually that I could go ahead and type into. If I touch the pen icon at the bottom of the screen, it would pull up the keyboard so I could go ahead and type into it if I'd like. I could also open up a pre-existing doc that somebody had created if I'd like to do that as well. One thing I'd like to show you where there could be some confusion that happens is if I try to open up my Google Doc via my Google Drive, it'll end up taking up the whole screen. So let me show where that confusion happens and it ends up being a full screen of my Google Doc and I lose my Zoom. So I can also, while I'm here, just show you really quick, I could increase the Zoom size if I'd like, or I could increase the dock size if I'd like, just by moving that little line in the center, right or left. But I'm going to go ahead and close up my Google Doc by pulling it all the way to the right. So now you're only going to see my Zoom webinar. And I'm going to go back to my dock and pull that up. And now I'm going to pull my Google Drive and open that to split my screen. So at this point, it works out great. You can go ahead and see in my drive. So I've got a couple, again, docs open. It's like I got a spreadsheet. But when I go ahead and touch my Google Doc here, it takes up my full screen. So that doesn't work for me. So again, to open up your, go back and get my webinar up here again. So now if I'm going to close out my Google Drive, and I'm going to open that doc via Google Docs. And when I try to do it again with Google Drive and then open up another application as Google Docs, it confuses the iPad. So I have to go ahead and open it directly from Google Docs. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to pull up from the bottom, find that Google Docs application, pull it up to the right. And now I've got that side by side with my Zoom. So I hope that helps. And good luck splitting your screen while in Zoom and opening up another application. Take care and we'll see you again soon.